So we're going to go from vertex form to standard form in this lesson. And here's our joke of the day. Man, this pizza is taking forever with this nice symbol, forever. If you don't know, that's the infinity symbol. So let's first take a look. This is standard form, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. This is vertex form, y equals ax minus p squared plus q. And this is factored form. So we're going to go from here to there. We're going to go from vertex to standard by expanding. So let's take a look. A squared, what does that mean? It means it's a times a. So if it's x plus 2 squared, it means it's x plus 2 times x plus 2, and not x squared plus 4. It's different. So don't write this. Make sure you put x plus 2 and x plus 2 when you do it. Okay, let's do the first one. So when you do this, question, make sure you write 2x minus 3 twice. 2x minus 3. You have to write it twice. No, it's a little bit messy, my writing here, but you just write the same thing twice. And now what do? You multiply it out. So maybe I can just lower this a little bit. So let's grab this and bring it down here. So when I multiply out, if you remember, I'll go to the top. You multiply that times that, and that times that. So in here, you get 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times minus 3 is minus 6x. And then you do the bottom. So you multiply this times this, that times that. So you get minus 6x plus 9. Then you put these two middle terms here together. And then you're done. So you get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. And that question is done. Let's try the next one. Oh, the next one has a little half in the front. You know what? I'm going to put it a little bit lower so we can look at it. So I'm going to bring the half down over here. We'll extend the page. So the difference here is you have a half in the front. So we're going to leave the half there. And we're going to write the bracket twice. So we write 4x minus 2. And we write 4x minus 2 twice. Now we're going to do the shooting arrows. So we're going to multiply this times this and this times that. So we're going to leave the half in the front. And 4 times 4 is 16x squared. 4 times negative 2 is minus 8x. And now we'll use the other color here. So we'll multiply that and multiply that one. So you get minus 8x and plus 4. Now we're going to add these two middle terms together. So here we're going to leave that half in the front. We're going to put equal signs in the front. We're going to leave the half in the front and get 16x squared. We're going to add these two middle terms so it becomes minus 16x plus 4. Now we're going to use a little bit of common sense, hopefully. Half of everything. Take half of everything. That means, let's see, if you have $16 and half of 16 bucks is 8 bucks. So we're going to write 8x squared. Half of 16 bucks, well, there's another 8 bucks. Half of 4 bucks, well, that's 2 bucks. So you just go plus 2. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, now we have a number in the front, this x minus 7 squared, and a number at the end. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go minus 3. We're going to write that bracket twice and add 2 at the end. So we're going to put x minus 7 here, and we're going to put x minus 7 here. And we're going to use our shooting arrows to figure this out. So we're going to put a minus 3, and then you get x squared minus 7x. A different color here, so we're going to multiply that and that. And then you get minus 7x plus 49. And then the plus 2 stays outside the bracket. This one here stays outside. Okay, on the next line, you get minus 3. Again, we're going to collect the two middle terms. So you get x squared minus 14x plus 49 plus 2. And then you get minus 3. And you're going to multiply everything by that minus 3. That that, and that. So the first one is just minus 3x squared. Now, when you multiply the next one, so you can go to here, here, and you multiply the last one. I just use a calculator because my math skills are not that good. So I go minus, let's turn this on and clear it. I go minus 3 times negative 14. Whoops. Let's see what I get. And that's 14, not 17. So minus 3 times minus 14, 42. Plus 42. And then the 49 times negative 3. I'm not sure what that is. Let's go here. Negative 3 times 49. Minus 147. Minus 147. Let's bring this a little lower so you can see. We're going to add the 2 at the end. So our final answer is minus 3x squared plus 42x. I forgot the x. Okay, and then we add the last two numbers, 147 here, and that minus 147 plus 2. Let's put on the calculator. Minus 140, not 447, 147 plus 2, minus 145, minus 145. Let's move on to the next question. So here, write in standard form. We did all that work. Now we're going to do two of these where we write in standard form. So let's go y equals negative 2. We put the bracket twice and plus 3. So we put x plus 2 twice, x plus 2 again. Now we multiply out. So we get minus 2, and we're going to multiply this and that. So you get, with a bracket here, you get x squared plus 2x. And now we're going to multiply this one and this one. So we get plus 2x plus 4 plus 3. Now in the next step, I'm going to collect these two middle terms. So I get y equals negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus 3. And then I'm going to multiply the negative 2 times all those. So I get y equals negative 2x squared minus 8x minus 8 plus the 3. Don't multiply that 3 by the 2. And I'm going to put these two numbers at the end together. So you get y equals negative 2x squared minus 8x minus 5. And that's it. That's in standard form. We just expanded from Vertex here all the way to standard. We'll do one more of these. Last one here. Do this one here. So exact same thing. Y equals 3. Write the bracket twice, minus 9. You put x minus 4 and x minus 4. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to multiply this one, and then we're going to multiply that one. So we get y equals 3x squared minus 4x. And now we'll go minus 4 times x. And minus 4 times 4 is 16. So you get minus 4x plus 16 plus 9 at the end. We close the bracket. Y equals, now we're going to put these two negative 4's together. So we get 3x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus 9. Now we're going to multiply the 3 to each of these. So you get y equals 3x squared. 3 times 8, 8, 6, 24. So you can use your calculator, 24x. And then 3 times 16, we'll use a calculator here. 3 times 16, 48 plus 48 plus 9. And one last step, y equals 3x squared minus 24x. And then I get 48 plus 9. Let's extend the page. 48 plus 9. I'll use a calculator here. 48 plus 9. 57 plus 57. And there's the answer. This worksheet's only 2 pages long. So we've got up to here. Hopefully you can finish these. I put one tricky one at the end here. See if you can figure out, try your best to get the equation and then convert it. So I don't think it's a long worksheet. It's like 2 pages, but you got to repeat the same kind of steps.